Learn about the Constitution of Canada, the supreme law in Canada. Constitution Act, 1982. The Constitution of Canada is the supreme law in Canada. It outlines Canada's system of government and the civil and human rights of those who are citizens of Canada and non-citizens in Canada. Its contents are an amalgamation of various codified acts, treaties between the Crown and indigenous peoples, uncodified traditions, and conventions. Canada is one of the oldest constitutional democracies in the world. According to subsection 52 of the Constitution Act, 1982, the Canadian Constitution consists of the Canada Act 1982, acts and orders referred to in its schedule, and any amendments to these documents. The Supreme Court of Canada has held that the list is not exhaustive and also includes a number of pre-confederation acts and unwritten components as well. What is the Constitution Act, 1982? The Constitution Act, 1982, is a part of the Constitution of Canada. The Act was introduced as part of Canada's process of patriating the Constitution, introducing several amendments to the British North America Act, 1867, including renaming it the Constitution Act, 1867. In addition to patriating the Constitution, the Constitution Act, 1982 enacted the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms, guaranteed rights of the Aboriginal peoples of Canada, provided for future constitutional conferences, and set out the procedures for amending the Constitution in the future. This process was necessary because, after the Statute of Westminster, 1931, Canada decided to allow the British Parliament to temporarily retain the power to amend Canada's Constitution, on request from the Parliament of Canada. In 1981, the Parliament of Canada requested that the Parliament of the United Kingdom remove that authority from the UK. The passing of the UK's Canada Act 1982 in March 1982 confirmed the patriation of the Constitution and transferred to Canada the power of amending its own constitution. Let's learn more. A constitution states a country's basic rules and principles. In most countries, these are written down in one official document. Not in Canada. The Constitution of Canada consists of unwritten laws and a group of written documents. Canada's Constitution has many parts and has grown over time. For this reason, it is sometimes compared to a living tree. Like a tree, Canada's Constitution is flexible and able to change. There are two main elements of Canada's Constitution. These documents are the Constitution Act of 1867 and the Constitution Act of 1982. The Constitution Act of 1867. The Constitution Act of 1867 united Canada's 4 original provinces. It established the branches of government. It also described the powers of Parliament and the powers of the provinces. Under this Act, changes to Canada's Constitution had to be approved by the Government of Britain. Britain kept this authority until Queen Elizabeth II signed the Constitution Act of 1982. With it, she officially agreed to let Canada make its own decisions. The Constitution Act of 1982. The first part of the Constitution Act of 1982 is called the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms. It describes the basic rights of Canada's citizens. These include freedom of equality, freedom of religion, and voting rights. The second part of the Constitution Act of 1982 describes the specific rights of Canada's native people. 9 of Canada's 10 provinces approved the Constitution Act of 1982. Only Quebec refused to sign it. That's because the Act did nothing to protect Quebec's unique French-Canadian culture. Since 1982, constitutional changes have been proposed to deal with Quebec's concerns. But lawmakers and voters turned down these changes. In 1980 and again in 1995, the people of Quebec voted on a plan to secede from Canada. Both times, the plan was rejected, but by a slim vote. Quebec has still not approved the Constitution Act of 1982. To take quiz on this video, please visit Kimavi.com and search by Constitution of Canada. Watch similar videos at Kimavi via hashtags. Hashtags history, Constitution of Canada, Canada. Please write to us at admin@kimavi.com and help us improve our educational videos. Learn about the Constitution of Canada, the supreme law in Canada, Constitution Act, 1982.